and actually see this amazing information. Welcome to you for coming out and spending a little bit of time with us this evening. And I'm just going to share with you my story. Again, my name is Tony Deveaux, or Antonio Deveaux. Like I said, I'm an international gold acquisition expert with Karatbars International. I heard about this opportunity approximately about 8 months ago, and I looked at it. I'm a businessman. It just made sense to me. But more importantly, I saw an opportunity to build on a dynasty for my family, for my close loved ones, my friends. And I saw an opportunity to make a difference in the community because there are some things that are happening right now in the international community that are disturbing the individuals like me who are business owners. I see that there's some instability in the economic market right now in the United States. And some of you who are calling in from overseas, I know that you guys are experiencing some of that phenomenon in your countries as well. I know that a lot of individuals who are looking at this for the first time do understand that timing and positioning in business is everything. In fact, being able to be in a position where you know that every single individual that's around you is either suffering or soon will be suffering because of some things that may be out of their control. You know, the United States right now, the economic environment is running wild. We have a multitude of politicians and political figures who are damaging this country right now. I believe many of these individuals are flat out crooks, to be honest with you. And if we don't make some changes quickly in this economy, what we're doing economically, we're going to find ourselves in a position where we're not going to be able to save ourselves. So 8.5 months ago, when I looked at this and I heard about this company, I decided to make a move. And I'm going to explain to you exactly what Karatbars International is all about, why this is the smartest opportunity for an individual to be involved in, and why it is you need to take immediate action now in order to position yourself. Forget about thinking that this is a sales presentation, because I'm not trying to sell you anything. What I am doing is trying to tell you some information that's probably going to change your life. Now, how is it that I came into this industry? Listen, I'm 39 years old. Let me give you a little information about me so you can know who you get information from. I turned 39 years old last month. I live in Chicago. There are people all over the world going to be looking at this presentation because we are recording this and it will go on YouTube. Now, for the last 20 years, I've always worked for myself. I've always despised jobs. I never liked being in a position where somebody's telling me how much money I should make, telling me when to come and go, telling me where to go eat lunch. I'm not telling you don't do what you have to do as a man to take care of your family. What I'm telling you is a real grown man always positions himself to make sure he can be the boss of his own household so he can lead by example. And that means you got to be able to call your own shots. So if you ever get in a position where you're wondering whether or not you should be building something on your own outside of your regular job, let me help you out and tell you in advance. Yes, you need to do that. The problem in our community is most of our children are looking outside of the household to look for a superstar. They're watching what's going on TV. They're looking at all this foolishness that's going on outside of the house. And what they're being attracted to is lifestyle, a lifestyle they're not really seeing inside of the house because the parents, in most cases, are struggling. By working for yourself, and actually by me working in my own business, it allowed me to have a lot more free time. Allowed me a lot of time for me to have my son live with me. Allowed me time to be able to be at home, do schooling, do things that are different outside of a regular parent being able to do that. Allowed me to be able to save money and save in hard commodities, saving solid gold for my household. And what attracted me most to Karatbars is the fact that you actually could save solid gold bullion. I'm going to talk about that. I'm going to show you a little bit about that as well when I go through the slides and show you guys some information about the company, because my life has changed over really the last 10 years when I started to acquire something called physical gold. Now, this is an ounce of physical gold. Now, I've been buying these ounces, you guys, for well over 12 years now, okay? Now, my dad started buying these ounces in 1970, all right? These ounces back in 1971 only costed $40 for you to acquire one physical ounce. To buy this same ounce today costs you almost $1,300. So most people cannot afford to save 1 to 2 ounces a week. Hell, most people can't afford to save an ounce a month. But this gold is valuable worldwide. I can take this to any country, anywhere on the planet, and liquidate this into any currency that I choose. That's the power of having currency grade gold. And let me tell you something, less than 1% of the people in the world own currency grade gold. And this is what wealthy people do. Matter of fact, everybody in the world understands that wealthy people always own some hard commodities. And that's what we're going to talk about tonight with Karatbars International, because they're allowing you to do something that is not even heard of. There's no other company that's doing it. They're allowing you to start earning gold by the gram. Now, what does that mean? This is just 1 gram of gold. The last thing I showed you was an ounce. This 1 gram is worth about $60, $65 in US currency, okay? There is a serial number at the bottom of this bar. You may not be able to see it at the bottom on the camera, but every single gram has a serial number on there, and these are tangible. This is real 24 karat gold, 99.9% pure, that's inside of this laminate encasement. And this is what Karatbars allows people to get delivered to themselves all over the world, 122 countries. That's what got me interested in the company in the first place. When I heard about it, I knew that this was powerful, because where else could you go where the average person can order gold and have it shipped to them in the mail directly to their home, and potentially come in as an affiliate and start showing other people how to save in gold and get free gold, and at the same time earn an unlimited amount of capital in euros, not in dollars. So they actually ship you a MasterCard as well, but we're going to talk about those things after I go through the slides. But the company was kind enough to me to also send out a MasterCard. And the powerful thing about that is you guys have to understand is this MasterCard works in 122 different countries worldwide. So I can go to any country and go to any ATM machine and draw money out from my card in any country, anytime that I want to, up to 5,000 euros in a day. That's powerful to be able to do that. But let me just go through some information about the company. I'm going to do a screen share so we can move through this. I got a little training that I want to do, and then I'll take a couple of questions as well. Let me just show you guys a little bit about how this actually goes. Okay, here we go. Screen share. Now I'm going to do a screen share with you guys right now. Slideshow. Okay, hold on. Let me do this as well.
So we have to wait on it. We get this thing done.
All right, here we go. Now, I want to make sure that you guys are able to see that, so I'm going to move that around. Hold on 1 second. All right, let's go. All right, let's talk a little bit about Karatbars, okay? And the power that this program possesses. Like I said, one of the things I really appreciate is that we work together in this company. We all belong, the individuals that are on this webinar right now, we all belong to a group within Karatbars called the Gold Mine Group. And we do, as business owners in our group, we focus on 2 things. We focus on cash flow, which is the money velocity, the velocity of how fast you can acquire money, and savings in gold. Not your savings in your 401k account, not your savings inside of your Roth IRA, not your savings that you have that's stuck just inside of your pillowcase. We're talking about the savings that you can acquire in physical gold. And cash flow, the reason we focus on cash flow is not for the simple means of us having capital and having actual currency notes. What we're focusing on is the fast velocity of money. That means how quickly can you acquire money? Not whether or not you become a millionaire, but can you become a millionaire within 12 months? This is what our group is focusing on, is the velocity, the speed of us being able to compete with each other. Because right now there's a competition going on worldwide. You either have to up your financial IQ or you will starve in the world. That's just the way that it is right now, and it's survival of the fittest. So what Karatbars is doing is allow you an opportunity to not only leverage yourself, but to save money faster, create capital faster, and also save in physical gold. But let's talk about a couple of things. First of all, it's 2 things we need to consider. Will a $100 bill that you have right now buy you the same amount of goods and services today as it does even a year from today? And the probability of that is no, because even a year ago, we're already experiencing hyperinflation in some aspects of the economy. All you got to do is look at your local grocery store. Many individuals can't afford to buy groceries right now because the prices of some foods are skyrocketing. Look at what's going on in Venezuela right now today. If you go and you type in Venezuela right now in the Google and you look at what's going on, they are having a food shortage right now because the cost of food has skyrocketed. They can't even import bread right now. This is in 2016. In February of 2016, there are people in developed countries that are still starving. And how is that happening? Because of poor monetary policy, where the currencies are not being backed by gold. Now, will a gram of gold have the same purchasing power that it has today a year from now? High probability of that is yes, absolutely. Why? Because if you think about it, okay, think about what Alan Greenspan said. He said, in the absence of the gold standard, there's no way to protect savings from confiscation of wealth. There's no safe store of value. He said deficit spending is simply a scheme to confiscate wealth. That's Alan Greenspan. That man used to be the chairman of the Federal Reserve. So what is that telling you? What he's saying to you basically is that because of the fact that the United States is just printing money like crazy, and because of the fact that we're off of the gold standard, we don't have our money backed up by solid gold bullion anymore, we're in a position where these politicians have lost their mind. They print money hot off the press, sending it all over the world, sending it to China, spending money all in third world countries, rebuilding Iraq, sending huge amounts of interest rate payments all over to China. Basically, everybody else in the world is eating off of Americans' backs. And what is that leaving you with? Lack of jobs, lack of opportunity, and then also something ugly called inflation. But let's talk about what inflation means. And this is why this is intelligent for me to get involved in this business and why it might be the smartest move for you to make for your future. See, a steady rise in the level of prices related to an increased volume of available money and credit, that results in a loss of value of currency. Every paper note that you have in your pocket, this is a form of a note, it's currency. See, only true money is gold, but what they do is they've created this funny money credit system. It's like monopoly money. And because they printed so much of it, and it's so available in such vast quantities all over the world, and it's being hidden from most people in the middle class and the lower class communities, you can't even get your hands on the fiat money enough to survive right now. So understand, with inflation, that means that you need more money to purchase less. It's just very simple mathematics. That's why maybe 2 years ago, you may have went to the store and bought the same groceries that you bought even today. And I guarantee you're going to get less for your money because the value of the dollar is decreasing while everything else, the prices are actually increasing at the same time. So you're experiencing a double whammy. But let's look at the value of the dollar. Let's look at the 100-year span of what the dollar's done since 1913. Let's go up to 2013. Forget about what's going on today because it's basically almost worthless. 100 years ago, the dollar was worth $1 in 1913. But if you notice, between 1913 as little as 1918, the value of the dollar dropped almost 50% even then. This is before we started running into the Great Depression. Now, the dollar came back through the 30s, a little bit through the 40s, but you will notice since 1943, every couple of years, the value of the dollar has just been dropping and dropping and dropping and dropping. And what you will notice, since 1995, is almost zeroed out. It's become worth less than 10 cents per paper note of $1 value. And you basically have lost 98% of the value of your money. That's why it seems like the prices of everything have skyrocketed. So right now, $1 is worth less than 2 cents. So basically, you think about the fact that it actually takes almost 2 cents to make $1. So basically, the money is worthless. But let's look at gold. Let's look at what's just happened since 71 up until 2014. We're not even going to go back to 1913. We're going to just go back about 45 years. Let's just look at, say, back in 1971 when my dad started to buy gold by the ounce. This is by the ounce. Like the ounce I showed you at the beginning of this presentation, those are going for $41. $41. Now you look at the years, as the years have progressed, you see a steady increase in the value of the gold. But you will notice after 2003, oh man, this is when you start to see a rapid acceleration in growth in the value of gold because the value of the dollar started to decrease even faster. So when you look at it today, you're still looking to spend almost $1,250, $1,300 for an ounce of gold. So if you would have held gold from 71 up until today, you would have experienced more than a 3,000% increase in the value of the gold. Now you understand something, in 1971, that's when the United States abandoned the gold standard. And that was the end of the fixed price of being at $35. And so you got to understand that's when the lunacy started, when this country came off the gold standard. So understand something. We're going to look at some of the things that happened in this picture right here. In the upper left-hand corner, what you see is a gold machine. That's a machine that dispenses gold bars, okay? You're starting to see these machines popping up in the United States right now. Now, this one I believe is in Dubai, but you're starting to see these all over the world. Now, if you look in the upper right-hand corner, you should recognize that man to the right. That's Donald Trump holding it looks like 3 kilos of gold in his hand. Now, what a lot of people don't even know about Donald Trump is there's something amazing about this man's family history. Donald Trump, his grandfather, actually came to the United States during the gold rush. What did he do during the gold rush? He actually acquired gold nuggets in order to purchase his first real estate properties in New York City. True story. You had to go and do your homework. So wealthy people, most of the time, have actually started in hard commodities, okay? But they're not discussing that with individuals unless they're people that are in their circles. You don't hear people talking about this in school. You don't hear people talking about this at your job. And most likely, if your boss knows about it, he's not going to tell you because he needs you to work so that he can keep capital coming in. And he's going to hoard the hard assets. You look at the lower left-hand corner where they're talking about in Utah, where a bill was introduced to actually start trying to adapt gold to be back in their monetary policy. This is in Utah. Look at what's going on in Arizona, lower right-hand side, where they've actually decided to pass a bill that makes it so the gold and silver are now legal tender, which means they can be exchanged for goods and services. And you're seeing that happening more and more all over the United States right now. I think there's 6, 7 states that are allowing that right now. But let's look at expert opinions. Changing your money into gold. Robert Kiyosaki, Mike Maloney, Matt Reddick. You have all these financial advisors, individuals in the top 1% of financial advisors in the world. Some individuals are worth hundreds of millions of dollars who are telling you you need to change some of that fiat money, that monopoly money they're paying you into solid gold. See, gold is always going to have value. Gold has never been worthless. As a matter of fact, if you go back thousands of years, gold has always been worth something. Whether it was self-minted coins during through the Roman times, or whether you go back even further than that, you can talk about there's always been an ability for people to see gold as being a valuable asset. But for most people, gold is not affordable for them because the quantities that you usually would get it in are too much for them to afford. That's what Karatbars International comes in at. They step in and allow people to buy gold in multiple currencies and be able to save it as a safe storage of value of wealth, and either have it saved locally in Germany inside of a private accredited vaulting facility, or they'll ship you your gold in the mail via FedEx. But let's talk a little bit about the company, okay? The corporate office is located in Stuttgart, Germany, okay? Directly across the street from the world headquarters for Mercedes-Benz. Now, Karatbars was actually founded in December of 2011. They had an international launch in September 2012. They started shipping to over 119 countries then. They're still shipping to 122 countries right now. And they specialize in the production and the sale of high quality gold products in small increments, 1 gram, 2.5 grams, and 5 gram gold bullion bars. But let's talk a little bit about the founder and the vision of the company, because you need to know who you're doing business with. See, I like something that Harold Sees, the founder visionary Karatbars International, had to say. He said, "My mission is to produce the highest quality of gold available in the market, make it easily accessible to the masses of honest people around the world at a price point everyone can afford. My goal is that Karatbars helps millions find financial freedom from the current system of debt." See, people that are astute like this gentleman understand something. That people that lack financial IQ they're suffering worse than everybody else is right now. So he's giving individuals an opportunity to get into the game. And let me explain why that's powerful. And let me give you an example of what can happen with just 1 gram of gold. 40 years ago, back, let's say in 1976, you could have bought, with 1 gram of gold, you could have bought 5 loaves of bread. 40 years ago, with $1 US, you could have bought about 4 loaves of bread. You know, pretty close to 1 gram of gold, about 80% of the value of 1 gram of gold, okay? Let's look at today. Today, because with 1 gram of gold, you're approximately looking at about $60 of what that gram of bullion of gold is actually worth. Now, when you look at that and you look at what you can get with $1 today, if you want to buy some bread, you can't even get a full loaf of bread. Matter of fact, you can't get half a loaf for $1. In fact, you most likely will end up with about 6 slices, maybe 7, enough for 3 sandwiches and a hot dog. Now, why is it that all of a sudden today you can get over 20 loaves of bread with 1 gram of gold, but you can't even get half of a loaf with $1? Because gold currency has raised itself in value, while paper currency has been declining like crazy. So you have to understand these simple concepts to understand why this is powerful for you to do for you and your family, okay? Now let's look at the actual Karatbars gold product, okay? I told you it comes in 1 gram, 2.5 gram, and 5 gram increments. This is what the gold bullion bars look like inside of the laminate encasements. This is the 1 gram, the front and back. This is the 2.5 gram front and back. And then the 5 gram, my favorite, This is the front and back of that one as well. Each one, you notice, has its own serial number at the bottom of the bullion bar. Okay. It also has the stamp from the LBMA, London Bullion Market Associated Certified Refinery that actually manufactured the bar. On the back of the gold bar, the name of Karatbars is embossed and stamped directly into the gold bar. There's an assayer's signature on the back of the acrylic card, as well as a hologram that lets you know the gold is authentic. Let's look at the security features of the card, because this is sexy all by itself. You're not going to find another company doing this. First of all, inside the card itself is a scratch-limited laminate that protects the gold. Okay, a DNA is also located on the actual offering that lets you know it's the highest standard in the world. Also, under a black light, if you shine a black light over this card, you can see that the Karatbars emblem and Harold Caesar's actual signature are illuminated to let you know that this is the authentic Karatbar product that you have your hands on. Also, the Karatbars logo, I said again, is stamped on every single physical gold bar during the manufacturing process. That way we know the Karatbar cannot be copied or falsified. Also, the hologram on the back can be found on the back of each Karatbar to the left-hand side on the back of each card. Okay, so this is the safest gold that you can get in the world. Okay, now understand something. These are all different branding cards that you can actually get from Karatbars, and they all have the same purity of gold that's actually inside of the branding card. Okay, and these are available to be customized and made in 1 gram increments or larger, between 1 gram and 5 grams. It could be for any business, any occasion, any nonprofit, any venture, any anniversary, anything you actually want to actually use and develop a branding card for. You can for your own company. You have your own customized gold bar card. You can do that. Okay, we already have collector's cards for a multitude of different sporting teams, sporting arenas, and professional athletes worldwide. Some individuals from motocross, some individuals that are race car drivers. We sponsor several super sport Formula One race car drivers right now. There are NFL players, NBA players. There are individuals all have collector's edition cards right now that are actually looking at this. I actually have a gentleman, I'm not going to say his name right now and name drop him, but we have probably one of the most prominent retired NFL players that ever played in the United States is actually going to be going to Germany in a couple of days. Just came on board the team. I haven't even discussed that with anybody yet, but there's some very, very strong players that are actually doing this right now. Okay. Also, let's look at the coinage. They do sell a coin, also a tax-free coin with Karatbars as well. This is the first tax-free produced gold coin exclusively with Karatbars. And what that is you see in the middle of that coin, you guys, is a 1 gram bar of gold bullion. Okay, and it has a warranty of certification outside of the gold bullion and another encasement around it. This is powerful because this is the only tax-free gold coin. Most of the time when coins are created, okay, when they're round and they're actually minted by a government entity, those coins now become taxable instruments. So even if you have a 1 ounce gold coin, you have to pay tax on that gold coin as well. And a lot of people don't even realize that that's something they have to do when coins are actually round. But because this coin has a gold bullion bar in the center of it, it is not subject to taxation. Okay, so let's look at this. With Karatbars, you can maintain, direct, and manage your own account. So you can go for what's called offshore storage, which is available in an accredited private vaulting system. What does that mean? That means that you can have your gold stored in a location that is totally separate from Karatbars, okay, which actually is responsible for doing only one thing: protecting your hard asset. That's all that they do. And you're talking about there are individuals who use this same accredited private vaulting system that are billionaires, wealthy individuals worldwide using these same vaulting systems. Why? Because they're secure and they're trusted. They're the last location of resort where individuals feel comfortable having their assets protected outside of their home. Okay, not in a bank, not in a savings deposit box where you can have your stuff locked up by the bank. The same thing that happened over in Greece. I wouldn't trust any of these banks to be holding any of my assets like that. I wouldn't do it. Also, you have what's called deliverables from FedEx. You can actually choose to have your gold shipped directly to your home, or you can have it stored in Stuttgart in an accredited private vaulting facility. It's completely up to you which one you want to do. Now, let's talk a little bit about the hidden opportunity, okay? Through purchasing in small increments with immediate, keyword, with immediate availability, you can protect your finances. Since the gold bullion bars are actually encased and put into the laminate cards actually at the corporate office, okay, you can understand that these things are available for immediate delivery in whatever quantities you want to order. You have people that are ordering hundreds of thousands of dollars. You have people who are ordering $100 worth of gold. But all are being delivered, and they're all being insured, and they're all arriving to these locations appropriately. See, the Karatbars Gold product, is really just an alternative means of securing your family's financial assets, which is a smart thing to do in this environment, because less than 1% of the people in the world own gold, okay? So that means that out of 7 billion people worldwide, you're in a position where you can have your family get put on the map indefinitely. I mean, think about that. Out of 7 billion people, less than 1% of the world population owns gold. That means that, as usual, less than 1% of the people in the world run the other 99%. So don't you find it ironic that they say that the 1%, that all these people that keep calling the 1% run their other 99%? They're the ones that supply all the jobs, they control all the finances, control all the wealth. How do you think they're doing that? You think it's a coincidence that those people are also the ones who own the gold? Think about that. So there's a simple solution to this. And we got to think smart, and we got to move quick, because there is a race going on worldwide. It's poor people versus rich people. You got to choose your side. The solution is simple. We exchange a little bit of paper, fiat money, and we convert it into solid gold, and we save it. It's that simple. People they're wealthy, don't acquire gold to try to give it away or sell it later. They acquire gold to retain it as wealth and to borrow against it to open businesses. That's what they do. Now let's look at something. Karatbars also offers an affiliate program. Karatbars is an e-commerce company. They're an e-commerce company because they sell gold. They're not a makeup company. They're not selling spray kits. They're not selling foot fungus cream. They're not selling miracle juices. They're not selling weight loss products. And I'm not knocking any of that. But that's not what this is about. This ain't nobody trying to get you to say you're going to get rich overnight kind of situation. This is not no MLM situation. What I'm telling you is by ordering and controlling gold, they're allowing you to acquire gold and also put you in a position where you become an affiliate with the company, and you earn money multiple different ways by doing that. And we're going to talk about that right now, okay? First and foremost, how do you get paid? Because once you acquire your gold, how do they make their payments, the payments that you make when they actually pay you in euros? Because we get paid in euros, not in dollars. Hallelujah to that. At least that way I feel some more protection from the company, because the dollar is just running wild out here right now. But the good thing is this is a global cash card. Functional in any ATM machine in the world. You can use this card to draw out up to 5,000 euros per day of your own capital from your money that's been deposited to this card. We are paid weekly, and the beginning of the month, our residual check is actually paid out to this card. And then every Friday, we get a direct deposit onto this card as well. This card has been working perfectly. I've used it. It works perfectly. My friends are using it. We're making a fabulous living doing this. And also this card was actually recently voted the MasterCard Designer of the Year in Europe. It's my Designer of the Year just period, because I get much more money off of this card than I can off my regular bank card. Here right now in the United States, your average bank card, you might be lucky if you can get $600 a day off. So this card is almost allowing you to get 10 times more than your regular card. Let's look at the incentives, because another thing that Karatbars does is that I love that motto of grams of gold saved over a lifetime, okay? But what they do is, as gold is actually acquired through you and through your network, they begin to pay you and give you all of these different incentives just for sharing this information with other individuals worldwide. Now, let me tell you something that's powerful about this particular company that really raised my antenna, let me know that I was in the right place. I've heard and been involved in companies where they always got, like, it's almost a gotcha situation. Like they say, well, we're going to give you this card, but gotcha. You have to maintain doing a certain amount of stuff per month. You got to pay for this. You got to do that. Or, you know what, you have a situation where they say, you know what, we're going to give you this item, but gotcha. You got to make sure that you do these things consistently to be able to keep it, or we want you to give it back. In Karatbars, everything that they give you, you own free and clear. Let me say that one more time. Everything they give you, you own it free and clear. So if you decide, if you work in your business and you get your business, you get 1,000 grams of gold sold through your network in your group, and Karatbars gives you 800 euros worth of gold, and they just drop it into your vault. That's your gold. You go get it when you want it. If you want to ship directly to your house, you do that. You drop there's 3,000 grams ordered to gold gets ordered through your organization. 1,600 euros in free gold getting dropped right into your gold vault. You see these things right in your back office. You can either leave it in the vault. You could sell it back to the company if you wanted to, because the company will even buy the gold back. Or you get the gold shipped to you. It's completely up to you. And look at every single incentive. I'm talking about from the Rolex to the different cars and up to the house. In fact, if you don't want the cars or the house, if you don't want any of this stuff, you can convert it into grams and they'll pay you in gold. Or you can sell it back to the company and get paid in euros. Where on a planet can you do that at? And the main thing I have my eyeball on is the villa. The $1 million villa that they will build for you anywhere in the world at your choosing and give you your deed. I like that. Now, for those of you who never had $1 million home, let me tell you something. It's a fabulous thing to have. But more importantly, it's 10 times better when it's free. So that's what we're shooting for out here, folks. We want to talk more about that. But let's look at what you get with the company. There are no monthly fees. There's no annual renewal fees, any of that foolishness. You track your weekly and monthly income on a free website that they give you. You track your gold savings. You track the growth of your team. And then, of course, you track your gold deliveries. And FedEx will send you a tracking number. You can do like I do. You can stand outside and stalk the mailbox and just wait for the FedEx people to come there with one of what I call the best and fattest, happiest grins you could possibly have in your life on your face, knowing that your gold is getting ready to come off of that truck. What kind of training and support do you get from us? Gold Buying Group. Go get a group. We do our conference calls, keep you up to date with the latest things going on. We do webinars like this, do them every night. It's only 30 minutes. Why not? We do team events. We got a team event coming up in Atlanta. For those of you who are going to be coming out there and joining us, recommend you go to wbw2.com and come down and join us. We're going to be going to LA as well. We're going to have all of the information available to you as well. But come out and party with us. We travel. We have a lot of fun. We're definitely spending money. We're having a blast doing it. We're helping a lot of people, more importantly. We generating wealth. So let's talk about how you get it started, okay? What you do is everybody gets an account set up initially, and then you choose what's called a dual package. So what you do is you select your dual package, you purchase the package, and that helps you get positioned now. Then you get what's called KYC approved. You have to upload an ID and a utility bill so the company knows who you are so they can start shipping the gold to you. Then you start your savings, decide how much gold you want to save for you and your family. Then you just duplicate that with a couple of people. You want to tell 3 people, you want to tell 30, you want to tell 100 people. I probably signed about 50 people so far. So it's just however big you want to do it. It's completely up to you. But let's look at the difference between the packages. Most of the people who come in that I brought in come in the VIP. You know, we feel that, we want to get the larger package because it pays more commissions. You get more gold with it. You get more bonus cards with it because you use these bonus cards to give to your friends when they sign up to give them a discount on their packages. And they also give you more 3% bonus cards. I love that because that allows you to take 3% off of all of your gold purchases for 12 months straight. So you can get and buy as much gold as you want to and always get that 3% discount. 3% is 3%. And also with the VIP package, every time you get what's called a cycle in your organization, that means as you build this network out of other affiliates, you will earn what's called a $100 cycle earning every time those individuals cycle, okay? And then there's 3 other packages, a gold, silver, and a bronze package. They say in America or wherever you are in the country, you got to get in where you can fit in, okay? You can always upgrade. You pay a little bit less commission with each one of these packages, but these 100 euro bonus cards are only good towards the VIP package, okay? And then, of course, the cycle earning goes down as well, but you're getting paid direct commissions. There are package bonuses. There are team bonuses as well that are paid out. So you decide which package you want to get. But the larger package, I'll tell you, to get the largest one you can get, it's going to help your family faster, okay? Now, let's look a little bit at what's called the dual system pay plan, because when you buy that package, what actually happens is this. It actually opens up all of the other ways that you get paid in the company. So you get paid 5 different ways with the regular unit level, but when you buy the dual team package, it opens up the most important part, okay, which is called the dual system cycling and the package commissions as well. So when you actually purchase your package, you start getting paid for helping develop other individuals that are affiliates, and they could be anywhere in the world, 122 different countries. So you can get paid while you're sleeping in Zimbabwe. You can get paid while you're sleeping in France, Switzerland, from people that you don't even know that you may never meet. But I'm sure you wouldn't have a problem taking the money off of your debit card and spending it. Let's look at the dual team weekly pay plan, okay? And we're going to go over a little bit of this when we're done with this presentation. We're going to go through some examples. But let's just say you start out as a VIP. That's why they had you there is 100, because 100 units is what you get for a VIP package, okay? And so when you have a VIP package, you get 100 units. If you're a gold package, you get 50 units, a silver 20 units, a bronze 5 units, but you want as many units as possible. And whenever 1 gram of gold is actually sold, that's equal to 1 unit as well. When you get 50 units on one side and 25 units on the other side, that's when you make a cycle. Remember, I talked about when you get a cycle as a VIP, you get 100 euros, right? We talked about that in the last couple of slides, okay? Now, let's bring these things out. Now, you see all of these different types of packages. These are silver for the 20, 50 for the gold. VIPs are the ones that say 100, right? Whenever you see those packages, okay, remember, every time there's 25 points on one side and 50 points on the other, you get a cycle. So just looking at this example here, okay, this gives us a total of how many units are on this left side. And over here, there's 510 units on the right side. So that's a total of 14 cycles that will happen in this organization. And I'm telling you, my group grew fast like this within the first couple of days. So when we break this down, let's look at the income that was earned based on the package that you selected. The reason I came as a VIP is like, look at that. I made my money right back. You know, I made more than $1,400, but the fact of the matter is, by me being a VIP, I made more. If you were a gold, you'd have made a little bit less. Silver, less. Bronze, less. But the thing is, you're doing the same work anyway. So you might as well get paid as much as possible because it's the same amount of labor, right? So let's look at something. There's 3 key points to our 12-month savings program, because that's what we always do. We tell people, we really say 12 weeks. Some people do it over 12 months. I recommend you save yourself a couple of grams of gold a week at minimum. Get as much as you can, because guess what? You're losing money through hyperinflation right now anyway. Save yourself. Save your family. Do what you can do. Pinch. Sacrifice. Because 90% of the stuff that people are buying isn't worth anything anyway. Commit to the auto exchange. Get you 1 gram at minimum of gold weekly. Forget about bi-weekly, monthly. Get it weekly. At least do it weekly for your family. And also refer more people to the business. The key word it says refer more business-minded people to do the same thing. Don't go begging people who don't have any business, trying to convince individuals who have a small financial IQ on why they should do this. If they don't want to get knowledge, they don't want to learn what wealthy people are doing, leave them to be with the masses. It's just like when the Titanic was sinking. I couldn't believe how many people were standing around with that stupid look on their face trying to figure out whether it was time to get off the boat. You see the boat is actually sinking. So why are you not getting into the lifeboat? The lifeboat is acquiring gold. But you're going to have people going to literally be asking you backwards questions saying, I don't know, should I acquire some gold? Fact of the matter is most of those people are out here starving financially. So make the smart move for your family, for your household. Now, the auto exchange program, why is it powerful? 1, it puts wealth on autopilot. 2, it ensures your long-term residual income. 3, it saves you time and energy, because once you lock and load it and once you put it on automatic, it just keeps actually ordering the gold for you. The most important thing is consistent with paying yourself first. This is one of the most important wealth principles, people. You're supposed to always pay yourself first, not pay your bills first, not pay multi-billion-dollar corporations first. You take care of paying yourself first. If you're alive and breathing and taking your time to do anything, that's your lifespan. You take care. It's called self-preservation. It's not called bill preservation. And then that's what you call leading by example. You understand? And that's how the community gets uplifted, because you have sound financial mindset, because you're doing what you're supposed to do. Okay? Now, let's look at one more thing. There is a 12-month income projection plan, but we're going to do, I'm going to go past these because for some reason the slides always come up down in the corner. So forgive me. I don't know why it does that. But that's not a loss, because we'll go back through that with people who are interested in getting rolling, because that's something you'll be able to see in the next slides anyway. Okay? Hold on. Here we go. One more slide. And here we go. Now, this is very important right here, and I like this. This is what our team focuses on. When the bar is raised, more people can pass through. This is true. What we want to focus on is building 2 legs of business with our leaders. That's it. All you're doing is looking for a couple of people who are serious and help them find 1 or 2 people that are business minded the same way we are. Then we want to focus on earning what's called a comma check every week. That's a check of at least $1,000. That's what you want to put your focus at, because when you focus on just making that minimal amount of money, that could change your lifestyle almost immediately. Most people with an extra $3,000, $4,000 a month can either pay their mortgage or their rent, and possibly even their rent and their car bill, or their mortgage and their car note, both. Stick to the plan. Don't deviate from it. This already works. If we do these things and we get that comma check, Karatbars has an automated system that will save gold for you automatically weekly. You only have to think about it. It will just happen automatically. Okay? Let's talk a little bit about how this works, because remember I told you, imagine that's you at the very top. I'm just going to bring all of these down. Okay? We'll get into the power leg and the bank leg doing a little bit of training that I'm going to do. Not in a lot of detail, but basically, folks, this is focused on sponsoring 2 people. That's the most important thing. We're not going to get fancy right now. Finding 2 people who are like-minded. And then we're just going to go and help those individuals find another individual to bring into business with them. We're going to keep everybody connected to each other a certain way as we build the business, so that everybody earns money together in the organization. That way, when one person way down at the bottom purchases a package or actually brings somebody into the business, all of the individuals running up their whole entire leg should see a payment at the same time. We're going to work with those techniques and talk a little bit about that later on, okay? You have to have a package in order to participate in this, okay? Now, let's talk about something, all right? Now, as an individual, okay, matter of fact, we're going to just look at some potential income, okay? When the individuals who you first bring into the business come in, and those people are on what's called your level 1, all right? That means that you bring in somebody to your left and somebody to your right, or 2 people, okay? The payout for that, you're looking at approximately, could be about 315 euros. But let's look at something. When you're working at a VIP position, which is very important, you will earn more money on each one of these levels. So level 1, you could bring in a couple of individuals, okay? You're looking at making over 1,100 euros. On your second level, you'll see that your payouts start to increase. Third level, keep in mind, these are people that are now coming in, and you're also earning cycle payments as well. But you may not even know these people. You don't have anything to do with what these individuals are doing. But because you were smart enough to position yourself. See, getting wealthy, I always think about that movie Forrest Gump when I see this slide. I'm going to tell you why quickly. In that movie Forrest Gump, you might remember that little guy named Bubba, the one he went to war with. I remember he told him, he said, you know, I'm going to be opening up a shrimping boat. And Bubba just said to him, he said, you know what? I wouldn't mind doing that business with you. He just put himself in position. Now, he might have been a simpleton, but because he was smart enough to partner up with Forrest, even when he was deceased, Forrest was able to go and drop off checks to that man's mom. And a lot of people miss that whole part. That even though both of these men might have been mental simpletons, they may not have had a high IQ, they were smart enough to be connected to each other at the right time, at the right place, and to be able to take risk with the right product. So just because they put themselves into the matrix, they made money. So I'm telling you, you need to be thinking the exact same way. Benefits of our system. You acquire cash and gold at the same time. Where do you go do that at? You get paid down to infinity. That means whether 10 people or 10,000 come into your organization, you can get paid an override on all of those individuals. At your job right now, most likely, you're the only one responsible for your income. That means you don't work, you don't eat. Wouldn't it just make common sense that you open up something where if other people did something, you could reap a benefit from that? Even if you were home sick or something happens to your family, you get paid on both your power leg and your bank leg. That means you never lose volume. There's no flushing at the end of the month in this business, okay? That's why I tell people this is not an MLM. You're getting paid all of your volume, everything that you do in your organization stays there, and it's just waiting on you to pick it up out of the system. You are never stuck with inventory. Why? You don't have to pre-buy anything, have it all stacked up in your house. This is not like a situation where you're buying vitamins or buying weight loss supplements. Your product is real money. Then you have the nerve to get gold auto-save weekly automatically for you when you're earning capital. Then you get paid every week on a global MasterCard that you can use anywhere in the world. I mean, these people have really solved everything that a person that's an employee ever complains about in a lifetime, to be honest. Now let's look at package bonuses. I love that little man carrying that wheelbarrow of gold right there in the middle. I keep seeing myself doing that in my backyard. See, the VIP package pays out 20%. So when you look at what the VIP package gets, so for a VIP, if I bring in another VIP, I make about $420, okay, for my efforts. If I'm a VIP and I bring in a gold, okay, I make about $200. If I'm a VIP and I bring in a silver, I make about $100 because these prices are actually more because these packages are more right now. Bronze, make about $30, $35, okay? But the fact of the matter is this. This allows me to make the maximum amount. If you come in as a gold, guess what? You get 15%, so the increments are a little bit less. A silver, the increments are half of what it is for a VIP. A bronze, 25% of what it is for a VIP. That's why I tell people it's best to come in as a VIP if you can to get paid the most money for what you're doing, okay? Karatbars is an amazing new business model. Understand something. This company is registered worldwide as an e-commerce company, okay? They offer gold savings accounts. Anyone over 18 years old, they can acquire affordable gold. Keyword, affordable. You get a free website portal. You're not spending $50 a month on fees and gadgets and foolishness. You can actually acquire gold with that $50. Customers and affiliates use their personal web portals to exchange paper money into gold. Keyword, without having to go through a bank or a broker. Both crooks in this market right now worldwide. Stay away from them. You want to be able to acquire your bank money, your gold without having to go through a bank. You definitely want to have to pay a broker to be able to do it. Karatbars is promoting saving gold, not spending money. The affiliate rewards program pays generous commissions for referring customers and affiliates to Karatbars International in 122 countries. Powerful. What are we offering you guys? It's up to you. Vehicles, cash, vacations, homes, financial freedom, financial independence, small things, but big things to a person with a big mindset. You save yourself from hedge yourself from saving in a financial crisis. 2 income options where you could be earning part-time money, or an opportunity to make a full-time career out of this thing where you're making even more money, you know, but you're more important, you can plan for your own future. And of course, my favorite picture that I always look at every day. Somebody is holding the gold, and whoever's holding the gold is the one who owns the dynasty. It's a fact. That's just a fact of the world law of finances, you guys. You just got to accept it as this is what it is. And so right now, all we're doing is looking for people like us that are like-minded. They want to become gold millionaires. 15,000 1-gram cards or 3,000 5-gram cards, whatever way you want to cut it up, become a gold millionaire, and it can be done. And we're going to make it happen. Now, that's Harold and some of the staff that are actually in Stuttgart, okay? And so we're going to do now, we're going to close out of this for a moment. I'm going to stop this right here. Oh, man, we got a lot of folks that are on here. I didn't even know so many of you guys actually tuned in. What I want to do, because I know there are people on here that are looking to get started, but I just want to show you guys something as well. Matter of fact, let's do this a little bit different. Hold on. Let me change the screen sharing to the whiteboard. Let's do that. Okay. I want to show you guys something. And you will be able to type into the chat if you have a problem with this. I'm going to just show you guys something because it's important to understand the basics of this business. What do you want to focus on? Okay, because I want to make sure that everybody understands what's going on when they look at this business. So I'm just going to go through a very small, short example. Okay, and getting set up is very, very easy. I'm gonna just tell you guys the company gives you an affiliate link that you can use to get started with that affiliate link. And once you take that affiliate link and you actually use it to get started, you just set the account up. It becomes pretty easy at that point to be able to register people because they give you that capability after just going through and making a username and a web password. But more importantly, once you do that, you can choose whatever package you want to have, and your business starts instantly. Like your business starts immediately upon you executing your package. So that's really, really important. And whoever brought you onto the call will actually go through that. But let me just talk about this for a second because I want to talk about something that some people actually keep asking me on a couple of the webinars, which is how easy is it to put people in the business, and what happens when you put someone in the business? Well, I'm going to talk about that right now, because our packages that we have, that we sell through Karatbars, the prices fluctuate slightly with the price of gold. And that's just it should be that way, because we're dealing with a hard commodity. Okay, now I came in as a VIP. Okay, I want you guys to see yourselves as VIPs right now. Okay, and I'm to laugh at my drawings because I'm left-handed, and I'm doing this the best way I can with this little mouse. Okay. But just look at what happens when you first come in, okay? Now, let's just look at this as my first 2 people that I brought into the business, all right? And the first 2 people, oh, that one's a little lopsided now, isn't it? All right, work with me, work with me, work with me. Oh, work with me, work with me. All right, text, right? Oh, draw. Which one was it? Hope that's right. No, hold on, not that one. Can't tell which one I actually had there. Huh? So this goes to show you, when you're dealing with new technology. Hold on, how do I do this? Select. No. Oh, draw this one here, right? Which one is it? I think it's this one. Now look at this thing that tricked me already. Hold on. Hold on, we'll just start it over. Hold on. Okay. Now let's just say this is the other one over here. Okay. All right. Now the first 2 people you bring in, this is why it's important to try to sign yourself up VIP accounts, because when you sign up VIPs, I want to just bring a little line down just so this makes sense. When you bring in other VIPs, I just want you guys to see what happens when it happens, because remember, as a VIP, you get 100 points, right? Now, when I sign up another VIP, let's say that I bring in another VIP, my friend or my accountant, because actually my accountant was one of the first people to come into the business, okay? He came in as a VIP account. And one of my best friends, he came in as a VIP account, okay? I just want to walk through these examples, all right? So that means I got 100 points on this side as well, and I got 100 points over here for this VIP account as well also, okay? Now, what happened with that was this. Because you need to have 25 points, remember it's 25 points on one side, 50 points on the other side, right? Okay, for a cycle. That's what creates a cycle payment, okay? So you got to remember, 25 and 50 creates a cycle. So when 100 points landed over here and 100 points landed on the other side, that means that I was able to cycle a total of 4 times. Why is that? Because you get 25 and 50, well, you get 25 and 50 from one side, okay? And that takes away one cycle. You actually get you cycle 4 times technically, because 25 and 50 actually goes backwards on both sides 4 times, okay? So what that means is that 80 euros that's the little euro symbol that I use, is multiplied times 4, okay? So that gives me, as a VIP, is 320 euros. That's my cycle payments. That's what I earn when a VIP comes in on both sides, okay? Now, let's say that for whatever reason, the person that you brought in did not come in as a VIP. Because this is the difference, and this is where a lot of people lose a little bit of money or lose a little bit of understanding, okay? Let's erase this off, okay? Erase this, and let's erase that, okay? Now, it tricked me again. with this little thing. No, we don't want that. Draw. Tell you, this thing is so tricky. Let's go. Hold on. Hold on. We'll go back to it. 2 cycles. She's right. Hold on. We'll get back in there. Hold on. There we go. Hold on. Correction. She's right. 2 cycles. I should actually put more, but I should have put 2 VIPs on one side. I'm sorry. Hold on. There's one little example I want to put here. Hold on. Right. This is how it should have been. Hold on. We got 2 VIPs here. Another VIP here. If there's 100 points here and 100 points for this VIP and 100 points for this VIP, okay? This is how you get 4 cycles, okay? I'm sorry, other way it was actually just 2. Actually, with that last example, what you would have was 2 cycles and you still would have had 50 points left over on one side. Here is where you would cycle 4 times because you have a total of 200 points on this side, okay? And you have a total of 100 points on this side, okay? And what you have, you divide this side by 25, and then you divide this side by 50. And what you get in both cases is 4. So that's 4 cycles. Hopefully that makes sense to everybody. So if you had 3 people come in VIP, let's say you brought in 2 VIPs yourself, and then one of your VIPs brought in another VIP, what happened at that point is you would have a total of 4 cycles that would actually have occurred at that point, okay? Now, this is just an example. I'm just showing you this so you can understand how the cycle points work. So 320 euros, you'd probably made about $350 from that happening. But also, keep in mind, because you brought these VIPs in and you are a VIP, you would also get 20% of those VIP packages. So that's approximately, for the VIP package, that's approximately another, let's say about another $400. About 20% right now, the VIP package, $2,200. Let's say approximately about $400 for each package that you brought in. So you would get your cycle money, okay? Plus, you would get the VIP money, which is about $400, okay? But you would get that twice because that's for your first VIP. And then for your second VIP, you get another $400 because it's a personally sponsored VIP that you brought in. So that means for that week so far, I probably made about $800, almost $1,200 just in this small amount of transactions right here. And this is literally what happened to me. Actually, a lot more than this happened for me, but this is what happened to me my first couple of days in the business. I was bringing in VIPs like crazy, and I enjoy doing that. Now, let's change the example a little bit, okay? Let's say that we bring in, I'm going to start using this little whiteboard thing more often. This thing is hilarious. It's a good little tool. All right. Now, let's say this time that instead of bringing in a VIP, you're a VIP, but you decide that you're going to bring in a gold, right? Oh, for the gentleman who asked me yesterday, would it be smart for you to bring your wife in as well? Absolutely. If you're going to bring in, I recommend you bring her in as large a package as you can, because the 2 most important positions in your group are the first 2 people that you sponsor. And I mean the first 2 people that you sponsor. Those are the 2 most important positions, okay? So let's come back here And let's look at the gold position. So let's say that you have a gold that comes in and you sponsor 2 golds instead of sponsoring the VIP. Okay. So you had a gold come in, another gold came in on both sides. So you spend about $1,000. For each gold, okay, you're looking at 50 units. Okay. Now, by you acquiring 50 units on both sides, you understand that the difference is that you will only cycle one time, okay? And you will still have 25 units left over on one side because you will take and you will divide 50 by 25, okay, which is 2 times. Well, actually, it's just 55 by 2 leads the 25 goes into 50 twice, and then 50 goes into 50 just one time, right? So you only cycle once, okay? So what you have happen on this side over here, you have 25 units that will remain on your left-hand side of your business, okay, until more units either come in on the opposite side of the business to flush them out, or the units will just sit there. And so in this example, if you're a VIP and you actually sign up the gold, you would make approximately about $200, okay? So the gold package would actually generate you about instead of you earning once, actually for just cycling one time in this example, actually you only make about 80. You would make actually about 80 euros. No, you're gonna make I think it's 60. You're gonna make 60 euros for the individual cycling. But the other thing is that you're also going to get a percentage of each one of these 2 individuals because they were personally sponsored by you. So for gold, you're looking at approximately, I think you make about $200 on each gold package. So you probably would have made from this instance, since it was both of them that came in. This is just approximately, you guys, not exact dollars, because of the fact that you actually have, let's see what someone's saying there. Yep, so that's about what I made the first time I actually, actually cycled. That's true. So you make $200 and you bring in a gold. Okay, so your first gold, you're making $200. Your second gold, you're going to make another $200. Okay, so what you're looking at is for that week so far, you probably made about $470, $480. Not a whole bunch, but you still have units that are remaining on on one side of your business. So you understand, you guys, there are all different ways that this can actually shake up and make money. What I'm talking to you about is 2 things. I'm talking about getting paid off of cycle payments, and then I'm also talking about the fact as a VIP that you get 20% of the package price also comes to you and is deposited directly into your account, okay? And that's where these $200 payments are coming from, because you brought these 2 individuals in as gold packages, okay? These people here, automatically you're gonna earn 20% of their package, which is approximately about $1,000 right now. It's about $200, okay? Then also don't forget, because of the fact that you cycled with, because of the fact you had 50 points on 50 units on one side and 50 units on the other side, that allowed you to have one cycle. You were able to get 60 euros with that as well for that one cycle, okay? Now keep in mind, you guys, this can go on to infinity on both sides, okay? You could be in a position where on both sides of your business, this just goes on through hundreds, if not thousands of different individuals, and you just keep cycling and cycling and cycling. Most of these people that will be cycling for you, you're not even going to know these people. They're most likely not going to have anything to do with you particularly. They just work in their business. And what I'm going to do, because we're going to be doing these webcasts like this a lot, I'm going to go and buy a couple of handwritten electrical, not electrical, but like a stencil, where I'll be able to draw much cleaner on here instead of having to use my mouse. I'm going to try to pick that up tomorrow, because folks, we're going to get into the nitty gritty of this, because I believe when the leaders understand more in detail about how they earn the money, like I've been getting paid off of the profit sharing pool. I've had fabulous money that I've earned in this business, but I can break it all down, but I'm going to need to have I'll use a better tool for it. We're going to start covering these things a couple times a week, because I'm sure that there's a multitude of people who would like to learn more about this compensation plan, so you can get excited about getting paid in this thing. Because when you know how you earn, man, you much more motivated in your business. You can't get excited about a business that you don't particularly understand. Okay, you need to know how you get paid. And so these are some of the things we're going to be discussing. So we're going to leave that from there, you guys, but just understanding these little basics just to get you started off of the ground is really, really important. Hopefully everybody can see me right now as well. Let me see who else is on here. I see Mr. White. There's some financial. Oh, let me tell you guys what happened today, man. I'm so proud of my warriors that are out here, man, working this thing. Hold on, I gotta say something. Mr. White, don't get shy on me now, brother, because I gotta see if Mr. is. I'm hoping that Sterling is on here because I gotta hear from this gentleman. Hold on, because you guys, let me just say something, because let me tell you how powerful this business is. I met this young man, I don't know, maybe 3 weeks ago. He's the youngest person on the team right now that I know of. But what's amazing about him, the young man is only about 22 years old. He is just, it's amazing that he was just enthusiastic enough to ask me when I was in Walgreens, what do I do? He wanted to have some information. He said it looked like I had some businesses too. He said something about you just look rich. I love that. And he decided to ask me, a little bit about what I was involved in. So I told him I was involved in the gold business. So this is a young man, 22 years old. He went home, looked at the presentation on his cell phone. He didn't even have a laptop. Now, let me tell you about people that are making excuses in this business. This young man didn't even have a laptop up until 2 weeks ago. But he was smart enough. He was intelligent enough to go home and make a mental decision. He called me back. He said, man, I don't know how you do what you're doing. I don't understand a lot of it, but something about it feels right. And I want in. And I'm telling you, that was motivating even to me. Because right now, this man is making moves all over the city. He's going around. He went and bought himself a laptop. He's going around talking to financial advisors. You all have to hear from this young man himself. I'm hoping I can find him on here because so many people on here. But Sterling, Mr. Hazel, are you out there?
I'm out here.
Brother, please just tell the people what you've been doing, because it's so motivating. And then I'm going to have the gentleman who you actually talked to today come out for a second as well and just say a few words, because this thing is awesome.
Well, basically, I just been going out, letting people know about the little gold or whatever. So my cousin's husband is a financial advisor. So I told him about it. So I sent him a message. I was like, man, I need you to check this out to see if this is legit. So he texted me back. He said, man, I'm ready to roll. He didn't waste no time. He said, man, this is legit. Man, I ended up telling him, because he do his research or whatever. So he was like, man. So he called me down to his office today to look more about the little information or whatever. And he had showed his buddy. So his buddy, he was like, man, hey, this is the real deal. So I ended up calling Tony today. He set up a little Skype little meeting. And man, we just been coming up with different ideas how we was finna take this by storm. This is unbelievable. This is unbelievable.
Let me tell you something. When I
just don't know.
Man, this is motivating me. You don't even understand. I've already been successful in this industry, folks, but I'm telling you, to see this young man do what he's doing, taking this more serious than some grown folks, it's got me on fire. Now, the gentleman that he actually brought in, I got to bring this man in so you can hear from him as well. Hold on here, because I know he is out here. Mr. White, are you there, sir? Mr. White, can you hear me, sir? Mr. White?
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir, I can hear you. Brother, please say a few words and talk about how you heard about this, because I think people don't understand how big this is and how powerful and easy and simple this is. You just go out and spread the word. Just tell me a little bit about your background and why this makes sense to you, brother.
Absolutely. Well, definitely. I appreciate the floor. But, yeah, I'm in the financial advisory world. Work with a lot of federal employees and individuals in regards to retirement plan and things of that nature. So this is actually perfect in regards to my line of work. But I was very impressed with what my cousin had to offer. To be honest with you, when he first told me about it, he's like, I need you to take a look at some information. And I had put him off for a couple of days. Actually, I had been busy, and I'm like, well, what can he want me to look at? I didn't know what it was. So I'm like, okay, I'll see. And we played basketball together, too. So after I played basketball with him and he sent me videos on Saturday morning, I said, I'm going to take a look at it. And I took a look at it on Saturday, and I've been thinking about it all the way from Saturday to Monday. He told me he would set up a presentation with Mr. Deveaux. So he hit me up today and said, "Hey, what are you doing?" I said, "I'm at the office. Why don't you come by?" I was just showing my sales manager, Mike, about the program. So he came by the office. We got on Skype with Mr. Deveaux. And it's been history ever since. I mean, this is perfect for me because I already have a lot of agents on my team and valuable people that I can take this business opportunity to that will understand the concept right away, most importantly. And, you know, me and my wife, we know a ton of people in the industry. So I think this is definitely something that will change our lives. And I was already on that road anyway. It would have took me a lot longer. But I'm just excited to know that this probably is going to happen in the next 4, 5, 6 months at the max.
Absolutely, Mr. White. Well, welcome to the team. See, that's going to be our VIP right there, folks. Let me tell you guys something, man. I am excited beyond excited because I already knew. I said, you know what? There's going to be some testimonies will come out of this. I said, what's going to happen is, because people always ask me, they say, is this business very difficult? I said, listen to me. Hey, anybody could work this business. All you need to do is spread the word. And this is a perfect example of that. You never know where someone is going to send you some information. I tell people, you don't know who's going to touch you with something. You don't have any idea. So I always tell people it pays to look and pay attention to whatever you get introduced to because you don't know how information is going to get introduced to. You just don't know what could actually happen. So that's a perfect example. So I'm very, very proud, actually, of Mr. Hazel for doing that. Man, this young man's only 22 years old. And he reminds me of myself. That's how you become a young millionaire. You got to leverage yourself. And see, he's got it figured out. Now, here it is. He actually bumps into a man that's already got a sales team, is in the financial world, already a financial advisor. He already understands what's happening, what time it is. He didn't need to be convinced. It just made common sense to him. And there are millions of people like this man out here right now that's waiting on this information from us. And that's our job, is to get on the ground and spread this word with some tenacity. And we are going to do just that. Okay, we're not going to waste any time in doing it. I see there's a couple other folks on here as well. I'm trying to get to everybody. I had another buddy of mine actually came and looked at it today as well. Mika, you out there? I see you actually on here, but I see that we'll come back. I don't know if our camera is actually up. But who else do we have here as well? My mom is on here. Mom, you're on here knocking it out. Hold on 1 second. Let me just, Mom will come back to you. Just let me, there's 1 or 2 people I want to get to right quick. Hold on. There's couple other superstars on here right now as well. That I see Mr. Davis. Hold on. Mr. Davis, sir, can you hear me?
Yes. Can you hear me?
Absolutely. Go ahead, brother.
Okay, good. Hello. Yeah, what I wanted to know, I was a gentleman that asked you the question yesterday about signing up the wife. You know, I'm gonna work on that. I'm okay with that. I'm gonna work with that. What I wanted to know from the 2 gentlemen there, is it that 22-minute video that they sent? Did they send that out to get the people interested in it? Just that? Actually,
you know what, Sterling, yeah. With the videos that you sent out to Mr. White, what all did you send him? Hold on, I can unmute little Sterling because I don't know if he can hear me. Hold on. Let me get him unlocked. Hold on.
Right, that's what I'm trying to figure out.
Mr. Hazel,
yeah.
Which videos did you send Mr. White?
I actually sent them 3, actually. I sent him the presentation 1. I sent him the dual team. And I sent him the
That's
12.
right, and the unit level. You sent him the 2 comp plan. He sent the unit level and the dual team system videos that talked about the compensation plan. And then you also sent him the 21-minute presentation.
And I think that was the 12-week plan one.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
So that's what he sent, Mr. Davis. He sent out the 2 YouTube comp plan videos. One is the unit level, and the dual team video that actually shows what's going on with the organization as far as how they compensate us. Then he also sent out the 12-week savings plan video as well. See, so a lot of people that are financial advisors who are business-minded individuals, they automatically understand leveraging themselves. So when they see these videos, they automatically intrigued that they can leverage themselves through a gold acquisition system and earn gold at the same time. It becomes very, very, very simple for them as well. Okay, I got a couple more hands that are raised. Miss McCoy, hold on, let me get you unmuted here. I'm trying to get you, Miss McCoy. Uh-oh, wait a minute. Where'd you go? You disappeared on me. Hold on. Miss McCoy, where'd you go? Miss McCoy, can you unmute yourself? There you go, right here. Miss McCoy, I see you, but for some reason, just try to say something because I can't unmute you for some reason. I don't know why. I saw your hand up. Please go ahead and speak. Miss McCoy, you there? Because we're not able to hear you. At least type in the chat whatever your question is. Joanne. Okay. Hold on. We'll come back to you, Joanne, if you can get on. But I want to hear from these young ladies because this is another young lady that's on here. Team is exploding. The team blowing up even today, getting bigger and bigger. New superstar, actually getting ready to open up our own daily call. Going to be motivating the young ladies out here, making things happen worldwide. And, man, it's just lit her whole little organization and business on fire. Ms. Robinson, you out there?
I am. Hello. Can you hear me?
Business is on the move and growing, sister. Tell them how your thing is blowing up.
Yes. So this is how my business grows growing up. I now get to get my money. Woo-hoo! I got this in the mail today, guys. I am so excited. If you don't know what this is my Karatbars card. I got off of my lazy buttocks, and I started to tell people one conversation at a time, and now I get to spend this money worldwide. Okay, y'all see that? My card. I won't let you see it too long so you won't snatch my number, but I'm excited about sharing this. I'm not only changing my family's life, my legacy's life, but I'm changing other people's life by simply just sharing an opportunity with them where they can save some of their paper money and take it and transfer it. They can do it. Some will, some won't. So what next? That's how I'm living today. So I'm excited about the team that I'm on. I'm excited about the momentum. I'm excited that this weekend we are going to Atlanta to meet some of the other go-getters in this team and go-winners in this team. And I'll just see you guys over the top.
Absolutely. Appreciate that. There's another gentleman we want to hear from. Man, my other right-hand man is all over this thing. I'm looking for the other one that's on here. Where is she at? We just did a radio show the other night. Mr. Rogers, you out there, sir?
Yes, sir.
Man, tell the folks, man, how we've been doing. We just came off of the radio talking to thousands of individuals the other day. We just spreading this gold gospel is what we're going to call it right now. So, Mr. Rogers, tell the people where we going with this thing.
Oh man, we taking over. I'm actually working as we speak. I was on the webinar, but I'm actually working as we speak. I got one laptop right here. I got another laptop right here. I got 2 cell phones. I'm on here trapping hard. Definitely trapping hard, trying to take this thing to the top. So I'm getting some knowledge from the webinar. I see some new faces and some old faces and some faces I spoke to earlier on here, so that's powerful. Just trying to grow this thing. That's it. Just trying to grow this thing.
Absolutely.
Yes,
You don't have any idea, but let me tell you something, man. Mr. Rogers, man, he's a student of the game, studying this business very heavily. I'm liking to see these young brothers out here getting gold knowledge, understanding true wealth, getting other people involved, saving each other's families, getting something powerful going on here right now. Uh-oh, is that Roy? Is that Christian? Oh, you guys got to hear from this guy. Now, this guy right here, this guy, organization, man. Wait. Roy, you out there? Roy?
What's up, Deveaux?
Is that Roy Christian, my right-hand man? Oh, brother, man, say a few words to the people.
Man, Tony, well, and Tony said it. This is not trying to sell anything to anybody. If it don't make sense, it won't make money. But this right here makes all the sense in the world. And you spelled it out when you talk about the declining dollar. Mm-hmm. I mean, we got example after example with countries failing. They're in bankruptcy. Venezuela, you mentioned, Greece last year, Puerto Rico. I mean, even the United States of America, where we are about $19 trillion in debt. We in trouble.
Yeah.
And we not getting the true situation through the media. We're getting candy-coated messages. But the truth is out on Karatbars. We setting people free, Doc. And if you got a heart for helping other people, then this business will help you as well, because it's real talk. And you know, we stacking gold bars. I just got another FedEx delivery today. That gold, baby.
I love it.
So Deveaux, man, we just love the momentum, love what you're doing, and we just keep this thing rolling, man.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Let me tell you guys something that is powerful. That is very, very powerful. In fact, this is they said we are just literally getting warmed up in this business. So, guys, just understand. So we're gonna be doing this every day, every single day. We're gonna be going through this presentation, breaking down some information about it, taking it, just basically looking to take this team to another level. It's so important that we just keep the consistency going right now. That's going to be very, very powerful as well. But you know what? There's a lot of things that we're going to be doing as a group. We have some more powerful things that are going to start happening as well. Actually, even starting tomorrow. I know that Ms. Robson is actually starting to door her transformation conversation, a women's only call. But they're going to be talking about motivating and transforming the sisters' minds, which we definitely want to plug into and support, because that's what this thing is all about. The information for that is actually in the chat. That's going to be a strong call. Make sure you check that out as well. But folks, I'm going to just say this as we leave out. I'm not looking to just see you, at the top. When I say I'm looking to see you over the top, that means I'm expecting to see you excelling in your lifestyle. I like when I hear that Roy is getting gold deliveries coming in right now. I like to hear that Sterling is signing up and dealing with new financial advisors. I like to hear that progression is happening, that people are seeing not only success, but they're seeing a lifestyle accelerate. This thing is about lifestyle improvements. It's about getting more than what you already have. It's about being able to take this information and put it out into as many people as possible and find out where the chips fall. Maybe some of the people that you think are going to do business are not. Maybe some of the people that you think are not going to do the business will. But what I'm telling you is, as long as you are committed and you don't quit, you will win in this industry. There's no doubt about that. So I can tell you this much. We will see you tomorrow. Bring more people. Do not hesitate to contact us. And if you're interested in getting your position locked and loaded, we got more people coming in tonight and tomorrow morning. I would recommend you get with whoever told you about this now. Don't worry about putting off with procrastination, because I always say procrastination is a cousin of death. Why you putting off something you should be doing right now is the exact reason why you're losing in a lot of ways. You're supposed to take immediate action. When something makes sense, you move, because that's what go-getters do. They're not standing around watching success pass them by. They're taking action and they're getting to work. All right? You guys, we'll see you tomorrow. Same time, same channel, same login. Tell everybody in the world they can log on to this. They can get on this on their cell phone. There's no reason why people can't be plugged into this operation. That's why we pay for the best of the best technology, so we can have people all over the world log in. If they got to log in for their cell phone and get the game, we can do that. All right? God bless you. We see you not at the top, but over the top. Hopefully with some maid, butlers, chefs, cooks, steaks, and shrimps. All right, you guys. We see you tomorrow, same time, 9 o'clock. Mm-hmm.